Olumide do.
Student of
Hello, if you're yes, let me know by your indication. Just drop a message as soon as you resume back here. Drop a message on the comment section. Drop a chat on the comment section. Let me know if you are around already. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So tonight we'll be considering how to become a highly paid graphic designer in 6 days or less, even if you're a newbie and you have no design experience at all. If you are here, let me see you. If you're here, let me see you. Drop a message on the comment section. Drop a message on the comment section if you're here already. Drop a message on the comment section if you are here already. All right, you're welcome, Michael. Michael Adeomi, you're welcome, Yusuf Ahmad. Drop a message. Just drop as you're entering. Let me know. Just introduce yourself. Just mention your name, or just send a message. Let me know that you are back, that you are here. Indicates as you come in. Michael Adewumi, you're welcome. Yusuf Ahmed, you're welcome. Are we just two here? Let me know.
that
Let me know if you're here. How to become a highly paid graphic designer in 60 days or less, even if you're a total newbie and you have no design experience at all. All right, let me know if you are here. Are we just two here? I don't want to believe you are just two here. All right, session already start. All right, should we start? Should we start or we should wait for more people? All right, so I guess we just start. Other people will join us. Other people will join us. All right, so how to earn so well as a graphic designer. This seems to be the topic that. All right, wow. So we are three. Michael, Yusuf. All right. Yes, yes. Obviously, we'll record the session. Obviously, we will record the session. Obviously, we will record the session. All right. Okay. Yes, invite some others. Invite every other person that wants to be part of the session. Yes. You have the link on the group. Send it across. Upload it on your status. Upload it. Send it to your friends. Yes. Send it to your friends. Yeah. You can invite every other person. Send it to your friend. Let every other person be part of it. Let every other person be part of it. Invite everyone. All right, Debbie Mike, you're welcome. I will no praise, you're welcome to this session. How to become a highly paid graphic designer in 60 days, even if you are a total newbie. How to become a graphic designer in 60 days, even if you're a total newbie. Yeah, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. All right, so we should start right away. Now, how to become a highly paid graphic designer in 60 days or less, even if you're a total newbie, right? So now I want to say this to start with. This is not the kind of class where people just come and sell to you. Everything I promise you in this session, you will get everything. Every single thing I promise you, you will get everything, right? There are a lot of things that I'll be discussing in this session. This session is for if you are new, if you're a newbie, this session is for you. And if you are a professional already, but you just want to learn how to earn, this is also for you. One of the things you must understand is that any skill you learn is different from the business side of it. I don't know if you understand that. You can learn a skill without learning the business side of it, right? Now, this is a culmination of teaching you about the skill and also the business part of it. This is how to become a highly paid graphic designer, right? So I'm saying in essence that this session is both for newbie, because some people will say that, oh, I don't know anything about design before. Can I be part of this session? Of course, you can be part of this session because this session is also for newbie, right? And then some people will say that I'm a professional already. Can I be part of this session? Of course, you can be, because you can be a professional. Have you made 500K within a month before? Have you made 100K within a month before? Have you made 300K within a month before as a designer? Have you made 1 million within a month before as a designer? If no, then you should be part of this session. But trust me, if you've been making 1 million yourself as a designer, right? You've made 500K upward as a designer, this class may not be for you, right? But you are earning less than 500K as a designer, this session is for you. And even if you're not a designer at all, this session is for you. I don't know if you understand that. So how to become an highly paid graphic designer in 60 days or less, even if you are a total newbie, right? So before we continue, here's what you're going to discover during this workshop. Like I told you, this session, everything that is promised in this session, you will get them, right? It's not like a session that you just come and all they do for you is to sell to you. No, everything we promise. Now, this ought to be, no, you will get how to earn 6 figures consistently as a graphic designer using the Big Boy Designers framework without depending on 2K clients, right? And without begging anybody to hire your service. Number two, you will learn the 2 stumbling blocks that keep you broke as a graphic designer, plus the counterintuitive way to deal with them. There are 2 stumbling blocks that keep designers broke, and how you can counter them, right? The counterintuitive way to deal with them. Number 3, you will learn the 3 keys to unlocking consistent income as a graphic designer. How can you become a consistent, how can you unlock your consistent income as a graphic designer, right? So much that you're not making 100K this week or this month, and then next month you're making 20K. How do you make it consistent? Because some people's problem is not that they've not earned 6 figures before, but it is not a consistent thing. How do you make it consistent? How to position yourself to charge premium as a graphic designer? How do you position yourself to charge premium as a graphic designer? Because it's all about positioning, right? Trust me, the money you want to earn, the money you want to collect from people, people have it and they can pay it. But until they perceive you as a professional, they can't pay you as such. Until they perceive you as someone that can solve their problem. One thing I tell people is this: People don't just come to you so that you can do design for them. There's a purpose for the design itself, right? It is when you can accomplish the purpose of that design, that is when they can pay you more than you ask for. I don't know if you understand that. I've had experiences with clients over time, and I know that clients have the money, and clients can even pay you more than you request from them if you can position yourself to charge premium, right? All right, so now this is my promise to you. I will show you a step-by-step strategy to make good money with graphic designs without selling yourself cheap. Now, the problem a lot of times is that people sell themselves cheap. People sell themselves cheap. Designers sell themselves cheap. The last person that came to you and cannot pay you good money and say that, oh, I know someone else that can do it cheaper than that. Now, these are people that are selling themselves cheap, and these are people that are spoiling the industry, right? But it does not concern you, because you will have to look for your own audience yourself, the audience that can pay you as much as you desire. Do you understand that? Now, all right, I have some really amazing revelations for you, plus some crucial things you need to understand. Does this sound like you? Do you think you are a skilled graphic designer, but you keep attracting low quality clients who can't afford to pay you well? Now, this can be the most frustrating part of it. You're a skilled graphic designer, but nobody that you know actually can afford to pay you well, right? Do you struggle to charge well for your services? You make all the plans to name a good price, but you suddenly discover that you lose your confidence when it is time to name your price. Maybe you plan to charge 50K for this, but then you have lost confidence in yourself. You really don't know how to mention that price. Do you understand that? I've had, I mean, I have my students, I have my mentees that have had this kind of issue. But you see, but you know something, you can actually solve that problem by a knowledge, right? Are you tired of being a broke? Are you tired of being broke as a graphic designer while people with less skill and experience than you are making the kind of money that only you can dream about, that you can only dream about? There's some kind of money that in you, for me, trust me, we've also gone through this experience. As a matter of truth, one of the major reasons that makes me fit or that makes me qualified to teach you this stuff is actually because I've gone through this process, right? I knew when making 500K in a day, sorry, within a month was a dream for me. It was a dream, right? I mean, making 1 million was a big dream for me. In fact, at a point, making 100K was a big dream for me, right? Yes. But you know something? Those things are actually very easy to make as a graphic designer. You know something? Now, you see, the reason why we're actually talking about this is because, number one, there are a lot of training, there are a lot of teachings about graphic design, but there are not a lot of teaching on the business of design, right? There are very few teachings on the business of design. So a lot of people learn design, they are very skilled in it, but they are still broke. They are still broke. Now, if you are that kind of designer, I'm sent to you to take you away from that broke and poverty, from that broke condition that you are, right? Um, so are you really interested in learning a lucrative? Now, okay, have you paid for several graphic design trainings, but you end up not making anything meaningful out of it? I mean, there are a lot of graphic design training, how to do Instagram, how to get clients through Instagram, how to do this, how to do that, but you are still broke, right? Now, are you really interested in learning a really lucrative skill, right? And the art of making money with it. You've heard of graphic design, but you are not so sure it can deliver the kind of results you want, considering all you've seen and how you've experienced yourself as a graphic designer, right? I don't know if you understand what this is. I don't know if you understand what this is all about, right? You've heard a lot about graphic design, and then somewhere in your mind, you are very good, you are very skilled in it, but you're not so sure it can deliver the kind of money you want, you wish. But you know something? I've been in the industry since 2018. I can tell you that that money that is in your mind, you don't need to enter another skill. You don't need to learn any skill to make it. You can make it with graphic design, right? I've been tempted a lot of times to change skill or to learn plenty skill, to learn this, to learn that, to learn different skills, hoping that they'll make my dream come true. But you know something? My own dream came true through graphic design. I want to tell you that what you have in your mind as a dream is possible with graphic design. I don't know if you understand that. So if you're hearing me, kindly let me know in the comment section. Yeah, I'm seeing the comment section actually, right? So if you're hearing me clearly, let me know if you're getting me and if you're enjoying this class, if you're enjoying this conversation, let me know on the comment section. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm waiting for your comment. I'm waiting for your comment. Let me know in the comment section. I'm here to see you guys comment. I hope I'm not talking to myself. I hope people are here and I hope people are enjoying my class. I hope the network is not a problem. Please, if you're enjoying the class, let me know in the comment section. All right. Okay, sir. Yeah. That's very good. So we continue. Yeah, I can feel you. I can feel you. All right. So let's continue right away. Most of what you've heard about graphic design and how to make money with it is completely wrong. Whatever you've heard, whatever you've known about graphic design and making money with it is completely wrong, right? Now, maybe you've heard that once you are good, you will make all the money. That's not still true because learning the skill and learning the business of the skill, they are two different things entirely. Do you understand that? Now, what is the real problem? What is the real problem? What is the real problem? I would have loved to send a chat to the group for as many people that are here to join us. All right. All right. I'm sending a message to the group just for people to join us. I don't want it to be that it's only you people that are here that will be eating the good of. All right. Okay. All right. So what is the real problem? Sometimes you lack the basic knowledge that attracts constant six figures in the graphic design business. You lack the knowledge, right? You lack the knowledge of how to make, of how to attract consistent six figures in the graphic design business, right? Like I usually say, the skill is different from the business of the skill, and you must master both. You must master both the skill and the business of the skill, right? So you don't know how to attract high quality clients without wasting time and effort on low level customer. You know something? For about 4 years now, for about at least 3 years, I've stopped working with low quality clients. People already know that. In fact, when they come to me, I just recommend them out, right? Because I've made my own choice that these are the kind of class I want to be serving. I have people that I serve. I just finished a brand strategy session with real estate in Huyo right now. These are people that can pay me, right? I work with clients in Nigeria, I work with clients outside Nigeria, but you see, I have a class of people that can pay me, right? But a lot of you keep working with people that can only afford 2K, and that's why they can't pay you more than they have, right? But how do you change your focus? You know something? The difference between them, the difference between them is that they know how to command authority and respect that attract high level customers that are willing to pay them well, right? Now, sometimes this is much about building authority, and you've heard this kind of thing a lot of times, and sometimes you seem not to understand what it means to build authority. What does it mean to build authority, right? And respect. Because you know something, this business is a game of perception. This is something you must understand. Business is a game of perception. That means if they perceive you, what is the highest kind of good you've bought before? Or what is the highest kind of service you've paid people for before? This is a kind of perception. If you know a lawyer and then you know that this lawyer is a broke lawyer, there's a kind of money that you have in your mind to pay him. But you know something, there's a kind of barbering salon you enter. You know that this barber cannot collect less than 2.5. You know that this barber can even collect 5,000 for barbering your hair. But you enter some people's shop, you know that this person cannot collect more than 1,000. This is a business of perception. It's a business of respect. It's a business of authority. If you're like most people, you know you deserve to make good money with your skill, but no matter what you do, nothing seems to work. This is exactly what you're missing, right? The game has changed. I tell people that when we started designing, it was quite easy to gain clients without even doing too much because we're few, right? But right now, we have a lot of people in the industry. I know something that you're welcome, Priest Theophilus, that you're in an industry where people are, it helps you to know that there's a market there, right? If you are in the real estate industry now, you see that everybody's selling land, but you may think it's oversaturated. It's not. That's one thing you must know, that the design industry is not saturated, right? I've worked with clients, I've had conversation with clients, and I know that the design industry is not saturated. Owners of businesses in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, they reach out to me to get designers to work with them, right? I kind of understand that this industry is not saturated. We have a lot of people that are, as at 8 years ago, even if you are not good, some can still give you job. But you know something, the game has changed. right? As at 8 years ago, if you are not building an online profile, someone can still give you job, right? Job can meet you, but the game has changed, right? The world is moving at a very fast range, and that's why if you're not moving as a designer, you'll be left behind, right? Now, so who am I? Sometimes you want to ask question, what makes me um what makes me what makes me fit for this conversation? Who am I? I am Samuel Adedotu Adegboyega, right? You can add me up on LinkedIn, on Facebook with Samuel Adegboyega. Samuel Adegboyega. I use that on LinkedIn. I use that on Facebook, right? Now, I'm the lead designer of Dotman Design Agency. That's the agency that I run. And I'm also the lead trainer of Dotman Design Academy, a design institute and community that's trained about 200 active graphic designers and business owners, right? Both in Nigeria and abroad. I mean, I have students in UK, I have students in different parts of the world, actually, in US. So I have also worked with several high ticket clients and businesses both in Nigeria and in the USA and in UK and in other parts of the world. I'm working with Exponential Media at the moment, USA. Jacto Precious is in Dubai. Structurepreneur is in UK. Fokpe Music is in Nigeria. Friends of Nigeria is in France. TFFDS is in South Africa. The narrator is in Nigeria. Michael Stephen and other people, right? Now, for the past 5 years, I've been in the design business. I've made millions of naira actively working for high ticket clients. That is where 90% of my design income come from. Do you understand that? So I'm just giving you a kind of introduction to myself so that you will understand who is talking to you. I'm not someone that just learned design last year and is trying to teach you how to make money with it, right? I've made money with it over the years. And I know that there are a lot of people that are struggling because that seems to be like a major struggle for me. And I know that a lot of designers are struggling to understand the business of design, right? Over the past few years, I decided to start helping young Nigerians become highly successful graphic designers without wasting precious time and effort figuring out the journey on their own. Should I tell you something? I tell people that see, if you want to be successful at anything at all, find someone that is already successful in it and let the person hold your hand through it. Because you know something, if you're trying to create a path for yourself, if you're just starting to create a path for yourself in any business that you're doing, you waste a lot of time and effort trying to figure out your journey on your own, right? You see, there's no shortcut in destiny, but the easiest shortcut that happens is through mentorship. It's through someone that can help you to get to wherever you want to get to. Do you understand that? Right? Don't take my word for it. Now, hear from one of my students.
Academy. Yes, I want to use this medium to tell you more about Dotman Design Academics. Dotman Design Academics has helped me to upgrade my design skill, not only just to learn design courses, but also with mentorship. I have the privilege and the product of Dotman Design Academics. Yes, ever since I enrolled for Dotman Design Academic, my design skill has been fantastic. Yeah, currently moment I've worked with people for designs in UK, in Canada. Yes, it's amazing in being in Dotman Design Academic. Not only just you'll be taught about designs, but also you'll be taught about the business of designs. I really want to appreciate Dotman for the privilege to learn and to draw from his knowledge. Yes, thank you very much, Sir Dotman. He's a well of knowledge, even beyond designs. I have learned so much from him. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Did you hear that? All right. I think I should show you. I think I should walk you through my portfolio. Now, this is my portfolio, right? Now, this is iDustman. Now, this is it. This is my portfolio, right? I just want to have an idea of the kind of person that is talking to you, right? So this is my design project experience, right? My specialization, design software, brand identity project. Now, this is an overview of brand identity project that I handle. This is a logo overview. We have about how many brands? We have 12 brands here. Trust me, I probably work with about maybe about 30 or 40 brands, right? Now this is a project that I did. This was about maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, this is about the brand. That's amazing. Yeah, don't worry, it will happen. It will happen, right? All right. Are you enjoying what you're seeing? Do you like what you're seeing? All right. This particular identity was done for a brand in the UK, Dome Studio. Social media designs. I'm sure that with this design that you're seeing, if you have a design project, you can almost give it to me to help you to do it. Despite the fact that you are a designer yourself. Now, this is the overview of my portfolio. I'm sure it's attractive to you. I'm sure it's interesting to you. I'm sure that you can know beyond any shadow of doubt that this is a professional work, right? All right, all right. Um, all right. So let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. All right. Now, confession. I once struggled as a graphic designer too, right? Now, I've told you before. I knew there was a point in my life where I was telling someone that there was a point in my life that I could not boast of making 10,000 in a whole month. In a whole month, there was a point in my life like that. When I started, I couldn't. I mean, I had my struggles too, right? I started learning design in 2018. When I started out, I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have a trainer. I didn't have any organized training. I was learning here and there, and that took me extremely long to earn my skill. What I teach my students now, in the space of 2 to 3 months, it took me about 2 to 3 years to learn it, right? It wasn't the case. I was charging extremely low. Like I said, there was a point in my life where I was very broke as a lot of designers right now, charging 2K per design, charging 3K per design. And I was very broke. At the point I thought of quitting the creative industry and just get a 50K job. That so I could take care of myself after the service year. Now, this was my own story, right? I was frustrated and I was not making any significant progress. So if you've been struggling to master your craft as a designer and make good money from your skill, I have been there too. In fact, I was there for a long time. If I can come out from it, you too can come out from it if you listen. And if you are new, you don't have to go through the process. You don't have to go through that, right? I'm saying that some of the progress that my students make, there's some students that I have within 6 months, they're already working with clients in Canada, work with clients in different parts of the world. I'm like, wow. Now this kind of thing took me about 3 years to get to that level. But you know something? If you have a mentor that can hold your hand through the process, you will discover how fast it can be, right? I think it was Lai Wasabi that said that info and info. That was not a joke, right? That was not a skit. That's actually the reality of business. But it looked like a lot of people don't take business as business, right? So everything changed for me in 2021. I decided to really crack the code of mastering my craft and becoming and making money with my skill. I did two things that changed the game for me, right? Number one, I decided to get a proper training and mentorship from a proven, highly paid design expert who has been in the industry for more than 19 years. Now, that is actually one of the things that changed the game for me. I got trained, I got mentored by my mentor. That my mentor has been in the industry for about 19 years. Yeah. I decided to commit to implementing everything and I learned that I learned ruthlessly. I commit to implementing everything I learned ruthlessly because sometimes learning is not just the end of the game. You've got to commit to implementing it ruthlessly, right? After I've mastered my craft, my mentor shared a secret video training with me that taught me how to charge that actually taught me how to charge for my services as a graphic designer. Yeah. You see, I tell you the truth. I tell people that the information that will change your life, they are most time not in the public. What people serve in the public are generic informations, right? But when you really want to learn something, sometimes it will be through relationship. It will be through someone that you go to meet and teach you, someone that has been there already. I consumed the training voraciously and started implementing everything he shared step by step. You see, one of the things he said in that video, because I can still remember that video right now. I can still remember that video right now. One of the things he shared in that video is the fact that I should be increasing my price seasonally. That means part time. Part time, I should be increasing my pricing. That's actually how I grew my pricing over time, right? Now, that's how I discovered my own unique framework by attracting high-paying clients, by engineering trust and authority. Now, what happened next was rather unexpected. My life changed forever, actually, right? I started attracting, yes, actually, Yusuf Ahmed, you're very right. You're very right. I started attracting clients who were willing to pay me well for my simple design project. I mean, very simple design projects, and they will pay me well. For the first time in my life, that particular year, I charged 25K for a single design. And I had two clients who paid me without complaining. And after that, I raised my price to 50K, to 80K, to 120K for projects. I mean, you don't imagine how much I've charged for a kind of project, right? The good part is that these clients who pay me well, who pay me this, keep coming and keep referring me to quality clients like themselves. Like, should I tell you something? If someone that is doing a logo, a project of 2K for you, something. I mean, if a client that is paying you 2K, if they want to refer you to clients, trust me, they'll probably refer you to people that can pay 2K too, right? The point of it is that the rich refer you to fellow rich people. I'm saying that quality clients refer you to clients of their class. Do you get? So anyone that does a project of 100K with you, if the person will refer you, trust me, it will refer you to someone that can actually pay 100K. Do you understand that? Now, that's the advantage of working with quality clients. Your next clients will become more quality. Over the years, I left the level of 2K clients. You know something? The reason why people complain of 2K, 3K is because you are still in that level. If you leave that level, right, you will not care about 2K designers again. You will not care about 2K designs again. Like right now, if someone comes to me and I say, oh, sorry, that man, I want to make a logo, and then all I have with me is 20K. Trust me, I won't do it. You know why? I've left that point long ago. I've left that level long ago. The best I can do is to refer you to one of my students to get it done for you, right? So become a highly skilled and well-paid designer. That is one of the decisions I've made over the time myself. I have a single client that has paid me as much as 600,000 naira for their design project, right? I can show, I mean, I didn't share about that. I've had clients pay me as much as 1 million for design projects using this simple framework I discovered. Sure. If you're in doubt of it, check my LinkedIn profile while I was talking about an event branding I handled. I had a one-on-one session with one of you this week. One-on-one session. The person paid for my 1 hour session, right? I shared the receipt with him, the receipt of some of the work I've done, right? Because he wants to actually, because they see, this is what I tell people. Sometimes, right? The information about the industry that you don't know, it is a mentor that will tell you, right? I was sharing with one of my mentees yesterday that there are about five gaps in the design industry that no one is feeling right now. That no one is feeling that those 5 gaps in the industry. That if you become a master, if you create content around that industry, you'll be known across the country that this is the best person that can handle this kind of project, because that gap is still left vacant in the industry till now. But how will you even know if you don't have a mentor? How will you know? It is by experience that you know these things. Stop jumping from training to training, looking for tactics that don't work. Stop looking for shiny tactics everywhere that don't work. Stop disrespecting your expertise and charging peanuts for your experience. Start focusing on things that will attract real customers that will pay you well. Start focusing on things that will attract customer that will pay you well. Now, here's why it is important. Many graphic designers have been able to bank 6 figures with my Big Boy Designers framework. This is an easy system for ensuring that you only attract the kind of client that will pay you well, that pay you what you charge. Now, that's very important. You know, it's different for you to learn a skill and then you are doing it for free, right? The blessing of being paid well as a graphic designer is that it makes you feel more fulfilling, right? That's all right. I learned this thing and it is paying me well. I want to help you to get there in 60 days or less if you will allow me. Here's what one of my students have to say. All right. One of my students that is making six figures right now he said, he said, on an average, I make upward of six figures on a monthly basis. He said upward. He said, oh, sorry, upward rather. The real gist is that I completely do it without getting overworked. Now, this is one of my students. He completely make these six figures without getting what? Without getting overworked. Would he said that he said that 100%. I totally recommend DDA to anyone that is passionate about their skill, right? About increasing their value, no matter their level in the design industry. It is a decision you'll be glad you made. Now, this is one of my students. Very right. Yeah, this is yourself. So let's get into the fourth part of unleashing. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It actually starts from designing. I'm seeing what Michael Adeomi said, from designing to the business side of it. Let me tell you the truth. The business side of it will be the business side of any skill is on the premise of being an excellent designer. If you're not an excellent designer to start with, there's no way you want to make a lot of money from it, right? Because the people that will pay you, they're not dummies, right? They're paying you because they feel you're good and you can handle their projects well enough. Now, the storming blocks that now these are the things that we would get into. So let's get into the fourth part of unleashing the big boy designers framework. The two stumbling blocks that has kept you broke as a graphic designer, plus the counterintuitive way to deal with it. One, two, the three keys of unlocking consistent income as a graphic designer: their expertise, their mentorship, their community. Number three, the real known secrets to positioning yourself to charge premium as a graphic designer. Your clients will gladly pay you good money if you do this right. 90% of designers don't know this. And how to turn on the big boy designer framework within the next 60 to 90 days, even if you are just starting with it right now. What are the two storming blocks that has kept you broke as a graphic designer, plus the counterintuitive way to deal with them? What are the stumbling blocks? What are the two stumbling blocks? Number one, the first one is self-doubt. Number two is lack of self-respect. A lot of you doubt yourself a lot. And you see, the reason why you doubt yourself is because you don't know your capacity. You don't have an influence over you that can speak to you. Now, for example, now there was one of my students that was doing logo for 5K before. I told him that the next person that will come to you to do logo with you, charge 30K for it, from 5K to 30K. Now, he was afraid. He couldn't mention 30K, right? He couldn't mention because he was afraid. I told him, all right, when you want to jump on the next call, let me know. When a client comes to you for a design project, just let me know before you even do it. Just tell me. I will tell you what to do. So I told him, all right, this is how to talk, this is a question to ask, say this, say this, say that, say that. When he was saying it, it was the client himself, it was the client herself that said, Baba, the way you dey talk, I don't get more than 25K for a logo. This is someone that could not even mention more than 5,000 before. It was the client herself that mentioned 25K. Why? Because there was a way he spoke, right? There was a way he spoke that positioned him as a high ticket designer. I tell people that positioning it's not just about your profile. In fact, the way you reply your first chat from your client can say a lot about your positioning, but you don't know, because a client comes to you and say, I want to do logo, how much? You just answer Bua. You just answer and say 15,000, 20,000. That answer alone has revealed your position, because that is not how to respond professionally. Self-doubt and lack of self-respect. Here's why it is important. Authority and respect of your clients is a matter of perception. It is about how they see you. Let me tell you something. In the industry, it is much about perception. It is much about respect. It is a game of perception. I've told you before. If you are someone that reads my status and you read my content on LinkedIn, on Facebook, there's nothing in you that will make you mention some ridiculous amount of money if you're talking to me about your business. Why? Because my content, the way I speak, the quality of my content reveals that this guy knows what he's talking about. This guy is a professional, right? Now this thing is not end, it must be transferred from you to them. If your own mind is messed, that is the kind of image you project to your clients. Do you understand that? That's why I tell people, don't be desperate. I think I made that post last week or 2 weeks ago. I said, don't be desperate as a designer, right? People can sense your desperation and pay you according to your desperation, right? But I was telling someone that if you show too much that you need their money, they will sense the desperation. Now, if you doubt yourself, I don't respect yourself, you can't charge you. Nobody expects the best to be the cheapest. Let that sink into your mind that nobody expects the best to be the cheapest. So if you are the best and you position yourself as the best, even those people already qualify you in their mind that you can't be cheap, right? That there was a particular client that came to me. The last person that did logo for him did it for 10K, and the person came to me. I charged him 120K. How did I make someone that was paying 10K to pay 120K eventually to me? Right? How did I make someone that was paying 10K to pay 20K to me? Sorry, to pay 120K to me. And you know something? The person even had 10K extra. He paid 130. Someone that paid 10K for a logo that for the logo he was doing, for the logo he was using before. Now, this is my student. How much did he make? He made 172,000. That's about 200K, right? Now, these are the three keys to unlocking your consistent income as a graphic designer. Number one, expertise. Number two, mentorship. Number three, community. Here is why it is important. Nothing gives confidence like truly knowing your craft. Now, this is the place of expertise. I see people enter my DM. In fact, when people enter my DM and they say that they've not had clients in the recent time, see that you'll be sure that there are many designers that have not had one single client this year. They've not made one single money this year. So when designers come to me, of course, they're not my students, just random designers. When they come to me and they say that, all right, so this one entered my DM and said that, oh, I've not gotten clients in the recent time. I don't know what's up, this and that and that and that and that. I tell them, send me your designs. I said, send me your best 5 designs. By your best 5 designs that you sent to me, I can tell you the reason why you are not earning so much, right? Because there's nothing that gives confidence like truly know your craft. You know that you can always deliver. You're a goat. When I mean goat, greatest of all time. You always deliver. You can't be doing poor design and be able to charge well. You don't think you can charge 50K for a flyer? You can, but not with your present skill level. You are not excellent yet. Nothing builds your confidence like being unapologetically good at what you do. And next, about mentorship, right? There are secrets that you can never discover on your own. You need people ahead of you. Buying a course is not even enough. You need someone that will show you the way, right? Now, there are secrets that you can't get yourself. Because what is your experience? How many years have you spent? Who are the people that you've done business with? What do you know? Right? So this is the place of mentorship, because the mentor has already passed that route before. It can hold your hand and you will fly, right? It can hold your hand and you will walk that route faster. You're not just, I tell people that when you are learning a new skill, you don't need to create the path yourself, right? People have gone ahead, people have been successful in this same industry. Work with them. I know something, for a lot of people, mentors are not available. That's the problem. Many mentors are not available to mentor you. So you will struggle through the jungle because nobody is available to mentor you. Right? But if you have a mentor that can mentor you, that okay, this is how to do it, this is how to talk to clients, this is how to have your conversations, this is how to make your post, this is how to do this is how to do that. Don't do it this way, do it that way. Why? This person has gone through the process. This person knows the rule of the game. This person knows how to go through the rope. It can help you. So instead of struggling for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, there are some things that by some level of quality information, you'll get into it within 3 months. And you see, talk about community. Success is not for lone rangers. You need a community of people that can motivate you, that can challenge you, and that you can grow with. Now that is the place of community. Now, let me show you one of the ways where our community has placed some of my students. Says thank you. I had some of my students to a community. You asked us to join back then. I'm glad I wrote for your design academy. You link me to the group for me to receive the design project. You enlarge my mindset on building my clients. I just got a job from that group, six. Oh, sorry, I just got a job from that group, six figures, six figures, first of its kind for a single project. Imagine for a single project, six figures, a single project, six figures. Have you ever gotten that before? First of its kind. I'm getting times 10 serious with design. I just all right. One of my mentors have this to say about mentorship, right? One of my mentors have this to say about mentorship. Um let me show you what he said about mentorship.
circle that play major emphasis on mentorship in the terms of spiritual fatherism. And then the next people who do mentorship a lot is political people, God fatherism. Business people don't know that it's important. Why? Because everything can be taught. That's what we have in the Igbo South. So Igbo people multiply entrepreneurs like wildfire. That's what Alaba is about. And that's what we're talking about. What I'm saying is that anything you want to know, you can be taught. All skills are taught. All informations are taught. This wisdom will let you know that continuous learning is no longer an option if you want to continually profit.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that?
I think it's only the religious circle that play major emphasis on mentorship in the terms of spiritual fatherism. And then the next people who do mentorship a lot is political people, God fatherism. Business people don't know that it's important. Why? Because everything can be taught. That's what we have in the Igbo South. So Igbo people multiply entrepreneurs like wildfire. That's what Alaba is about. And that's what we're talking about. What I'm saying is that anything you want to know, you can be taught. All skills are taught. All informations are taught. This wisdom will let you know that continuous learning is no longer an option if you want to continually profit.
Did you get that? Exactly the gist. The little known secret of positioning yourself to charge premium as a graphic designer. If you do what I want to share with you right now, your client will gladly pay you good money. Don't sell your design service to clients. Sell the clients go to them. There's a reason why a customer come to meet you, right? It's beyond the design. For example, now if someone comes to meet you and say, all right, so I want to make a design, I want to make some sales, I want to make a Valentine's sale. Please help me to make a design. You should understand that design is not really what they want. Is that they want to make more sales. Is that they want to make more money. So when you're selling your services to your clients, don't sell the design. Sell the client's goal, right? Now, when the clients come to meet me and say wants to do logo, the reason why I don't just go out to just make a logo for them is that I understand that what they want is beyond the logo. They want to be well branded. They want to be positioned in a way. They want to compete with their competitors. So those are the words. Those are the things that I sell to them beyond the logo, because they don't actually need the logo. What they want is a perception. What they want is a visibility. What they want is an identity, and that's what you do for them, right? So beyond logo, you give them an identity that resonates with their brand personality. Now, here's why it is important. The best way to move authority and respect of your ideal customer is to simply show them how much you understand them and their business need. Now, this is what separates the professionals from people that are just starting. People that are just starting just want to make a design for clients, but people that are professional, they want to actually meet their needs. Now, if you do this, they would rather pay you more than the hire one random designer that does not have the same effect. Now, this is one of my clients again said, thank you for the mentorship and the privilege to learn, for everyone to learn from others in the academy. It is not because I don't know about design before I met Dotman last year. It is not because I've not purchased graphic design course before I met Dotman, but there's a difference between getting a course on a skill and being mentored on a particular skill. Don't just get a design skill course that won't offer you mentorship. Now, that is the truth, right? There's a clear difference there. Now, this is how to turn on your big boy designers framework in the next 60 to 90 days. If you are just starting your design career today, number one, on your skill. On your skill. Now, that is very important. If you are here, on your skill. Number two, get properly mentored. Find someone in the industry that will mentor you. Number three, join the community who are where you want to be or on that journey with you, right? Now, here's why it is important. Everything I shared with you today will not work until you take action. Real time action. Go deeper in learning the skill, right? Let someone who knows the game show you the way. Hmm? Now, this is one of my clients. So this is one of my students said, my name is Temi A. Edaxon, a brand strategist and designer. I run Edaxon Brands, an agency where we churn out branding solutions that need to move businesses forward. What's your thought about Dot One Design Academy? Going to DDA provides not just the technical knowledge needed to create functional and aesthetic design. It also cater to the very reason where the knowledge. It also cater for the very reason for the knowledge, right? Was sought initially, which is the financial reward. Now, that is one of my students. Said going through the DA provides not just the technical knowledge, but also the financial knowledge, right? Which helps you financially. Now, this is one of my students, right? Now, time out. I've been talking for the past about 50 minutes, right? I've been talking for the past 15 minutes. Ah, my God. Oh. Now, did you get value from this training? How to get your feedback? Did you get value from this training at all? Did I cover everything I promised you? Did I cover everything I promised you? Do you believe that implementing that Bitbird designer framework in your business can really help you to hit your consistency figures as a graphic designer? Did you believe it? How to drink water, I beg. I've been talking for the past 15 minutes or 40 minutes, so to say. All right, so I think we should start. We should continue. But how will you implement all these things on your own to start getting results in the next 60 to 90 days? It took me 3 solid years of beating around the bush, wasting time, effort, and money before I got here. If you go from here right now to just run with it, it might take another 1 to 2 years to figure it out yourself, like what I said initially. If you're like most people, you most likely don't have the luxury of time to waste another 1 year trying to piece it all together by yourself. You probably have wasted your time buying several 2K courses. Yes or no? From people who make money from designing by just selling 2K courses to you. There are some people that their major source of income, right, is by selling course to you. So they sell course of 2K to you, and that's all the money they're making from the design industry themselves. You may also not be able to afford one of these 3 things. It cost me 100K. Now, the mentorship that I talk about at the moment is 100K, right? That is aside several other training that I took, that I take my skill to, that actually took my skill to the world class level, right? You see, we must understand that time doesn't change anything. You understand that? Some of you think it's until you spend 3 years before you know the right thing in design. Time doesn't change anything. It's about what you do with that time that change something, right? That means if you do not do anything with the time will pass. You will struggle the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You still be in the same struggle, right? Like I said, time doesn't change anything. It is what you do with the time that change things. You are most likely, you likely have seen others use the same thing that I'm explaining to you to make good money. In fact, if you are asked to recommend a very good graphic designer this night, you most likely recommend me. Yes or yes? So clearly what I've been showing you works, right? What I've just shown you is the exact system that I've used, that I personally used to transform my life and that of my students that I've shared their testimonial with you. My students even had it easier because they had me as their guide, right? Now, this thing that I'm sharing with you is what I've used for myself. It's also what my students are using, right? That have helped them to get. In fact, because it's very much easier. Why? Because they don't have to go through the route again. They just have me to mentor them and to hold their hands across the journey. What if I give you access to something that can help you implement all of this in your business in the next 60 to 90 days, right? Within the next 2 to 3 months. So that you don't waste your time, so that you don't waste so much time trying to figure it out on your own, so that you can achieve the 3 important things you need to get it done all in one place, and so that you can finally start making the 6 figures that you are dreaming about. Yes, I will do it. Introducing Dot One Design Academy, a 3-in-1 access. I'm not going to get all the hype, right? You have listened to me already. You have heard my story. You know what I'm saying can help you. Inside the Dot One Design Academy, these are the things you will get. Now, the 3 things that I said, the expertise, mentorship, and community. They are all in Just One Design Academy. That's why it is 3 in 1. You get trained and become an expert, 1. You get mentored by me, 2. You have a community of people that are doing that have been in the industry farther or older than you, and that will help you that will hold your hand across board. Now, these are the things you get access to. My special design ethics training, right? What are the ethics of a designer, right? What are the things that makes a designer fresh every time? That you keep producing excellent designs every time, right? My 6-figure design inspiration mini course. The best of the design you can do is tangent to how much inspired you are. But how do you get inspired as a designer? Some people don't even know how to get inspired. Sometimes you see designers that put out quality designs every time, and you are wondering, how do they get inspired? Now, I have a course on how to get inspired and be doing quality designs every single time. You know something, you can be doing design, you can do 10 designs and all your 10 designs bang, right? That is dependent on your level or on your source of inspiration. How do you get inspired? How do you get inspired to start doing great designs every single time you want to do design? Font psychology. Some people don't understand that font actually talk. Font actually has its own psychology. You don't use a fire or you don't use a sharp font when you want to talk about something romantic, right? I mean, font talks. Font has a language. Font has its own psychology, right? Descending to color. Now, these classes are valued 15K, right? Color psychology. Some people don't understand that, the wrong usage of color can destroy your design. The wrong usage of color can destroy your design, right? Sometimes when my students send design to me, I know what is wrong with it. I know that the problem here is the background colors. The problem is that they don't know how to combine colors together. The problem is that they don't know the right colors that go together. They don't know the complementary colors, right? Color psychology. Now that training is valid for 15K on its own. Design principle. Some of you understand this. Some of you know that you have been doing design, but you know that when you see other people's design, it bangs better than yours. Why? So the things that they know. They know the principles of designs, the alignment, the hierarchy, right? They know how to work on the alignment. They know when to use the center alignment, the right alignment, how to combine the alignment, they understand these things. Flyer design mastery. Now this one we handle every question you have about flyer design, right? Flyer design mastery. The nitty-gritty of mock-up. This mock-up is what some of you do. You do design, you do a logo design and you put it at the wall. I mean, such nonsense that people do. People don't understand that mock-up is more like an art of presenting your project. It's used to present in fact, it's more of a presentation file. It's about presenting your work. It's not, some people use mock-ups that are not related to the project that they are doing. I don't know if you understand that. Now, I have a course for that. Photoshop training and practical session, it is 20K on its own. CorelDRAW training and practical session, it is 20K on its own. Phone design. Some of you say that, oh, my problem is that I don't have a laptop. When will I be able to do design, right? But you know something, many of my students that have their laptop today, they made their money with phone and then they bought laptop with the money that they made with phone. Logo design mastery, that one is valid for 35K. Brand identity design. Now this is a big money. This is where the money is for me. Now this is my own specialization itself, right? Because one of the things I like about either flyer design or brand design or logo design is the fact that you can charge an amount for it. You can charge 50K, you can charge 100K, you can charge 500K, you can charge 100K, you can charge 200K. That, I tell you, sometimes you don't need to do more than one brand identity design in a month. And to pay for all your bills, it will be enough for the money you wish to make in a month. Imagine that if you become very good, if you are a very good designer who knows onion, imagine the kind of respect you command from your clients. Imagine knowing that your clients can easily replace you because you are far better than an average designer. This is the place of expertise. Now, this is the ultimate game changer, bro. I'll also give you access to my special training on business of design. I have a whole course on business of design, a whole course on it. These things that are in the business of design, you've not heard it from anywhere before. You've not heard it from anywhere else before. You've not had a compilation of brains of people that are making some figures in the industry for business of design. Yeah, I will show you how to build your sustainable brand as a six-figure graphic designer. I will show you how to acquire quality clients and how to keep them to keep hiring you. I will show you how to build authority and trust in the online space. I will show you how to create a highly attractive design portfolio very fast, and how to get people to refer you to other quality clients for free. Now, that business of design training is valued for 100K on its own. I'll give you access to my special business community where you have access to about 170 graphic designers like you. I'll also give you access to my design critiquing sessions. Now, this is something that most people lack. Some people don't have who to critique designs for them, right? You do design and then you put it out. Nobody can critique it for you. And sometimes that design that you put out there and people are ailing you, it's a very awful design. If I see some designs, I'm like, come on, don't these people have someone that can tell them that this design is very poor? And people are very proud of it. I have someone on LinkedIn that posts very poor design. I'm like, come on. Now, this is a place of not having a mentor in your life. They can tell you now, no, come on, shut down that particular post. Go and redesign it. Then post it when you're done redesigning it. Right? I tell you what is wrong about your designs. I tell you how to improve it. I show you inspirations on how to improve your on how to improve that particular design before you put it out. My students know that they can't put out wacky designs. Why? Because I will spam them, for God's sake. If you can't be my student and you put out designs that are poor, right? Because it will affect your perception. The next client, you block your way from the next client that will come to you, right? You can't be talking about quality, attracting quality clients, and you are not a quality person yourself. You also have access to my design meetups, right? You have access to my design meetups where you will have chance to learn from the big names in the design world. Like, for example, now, by tomorrow, I'll be having someone teach on how to use Fiverr to make a lot of money, because in this time where everything is going down, it is better to earn in dollars, right? Now, how does it work? Go through my training, get access to my quality mentorship and support as you build your brand. Start implementing the lessons in the business of design and start landing clients. Join the community to access quality mentorship, right? Get experts, then let me mentor you, and then join the community to access quality mentorship. Now, the DDA becomes your secret weapon for exponential growth, while other people keep wondering about how fast you are growing and they are not. Now, you discover that you just keep growing, and then people that you started together, they are wondering, how are you growing to this level, right? You get all the trainings that you need to become an expert. You you get all the practical proven to the insights to that you need to start attracting high-paying clients from someone who is doing it effortlessly. You get access to my mentorship and to my years of weight of experience to keep improving on your skill. How much do I need to join the Dustman Design Academy? Now, this is the question in the mind of people right now, that how much do I need to join the Dustman Design Academy? Normally, this will cost nothing less than 100K if you were to get all of this separately, aside the time and effort you wish to figure out things on your own. But because you are here and you are getting access to DDA to Dustman Design Academy, to the mentorship, and to my awesome community, plus all my design resources for just 25,000 naira. Because you are here, you get it for just 25,000 naira, right? Best guarantee ever. I stand 100% behind Dustman Design Academy. If you're unhappy for any reason whatsoever, let us know within the 30 days and we'll give you a full refund. Now, yes, there's value for the training, definitely. Yes, what other people are saying. All right. My laptop is going down already, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. Yeah. Being in the community provides the enabling environment. Now, this is one of my students. This is what he said. Community for growth. No matter your level as a creative, you presently express significant betterment in the quality of your work and by extension the quality of your finance. Have you Of course, of course, he has made a lot of money with it. He said, now this is what one of my students says. Personally, thank you so much for this. I deeply appreciate it. Joining DD is one of the best decisions I've ever taken in my life. God bless you, Sadosman. I seriously love you, my Sadosman. Now, that's one of my students. Now, this is the value of everything. Now, the value itself costs 600K, right? If you calculate everything, all right. The total value of everything is 600K, right? Now, today's discount price is 25K. It's 25K, right? If not now, when? When will you finally be able to live your dream as a highly paid graphic designer? When will you stop charging 2K? When will you stop charging 2K